In this video, we're going to look what happens when a circle and a line intersect. So for a circle with equation x squared plus y squared is equal to 25, discuss intersection with the lines 3x minus 4y is equal to 0, 3x minus 4y plus 25 is equal to 0, and 3x minus 4y plus 32 is equal to 0. So if we've got a circle and a line, we can see that the first instance there, it doesn't intersect. If we move this here so that it just, we might have to do it, fine tune it a little bit. Okay, there it intersects at one particular point, Q. We can see the red point there. At that particular point, that line is called a tangent, and then obviously then it will intersect at two different points, and there will be one tangent over here. Might be difficult to find, but we can try. There's the other tangent there. Okay, and it will carry on through there for different values of C on the line. So we've got we can have 2 points of intersection, 1 point of intersection, and no points of intersection. That I'll put in the notes of the video. So let's look at it algebraically. So we've got x squared plus y squared is equal to 25, and the line which is 3x minus 4y is equal to 0. If we rearrange the line, we get 3x is equal to 4y, and y is equal to 3x over 4. What we do now, we substitute that in instead of y. So we get substitute into the equation of the circle, which is x squared plus y squared is equal to 25. So we get x squared plus 3x over 4 all squared is equal to 25. So we get x squared is equal to 9x squared over 16 is equal to 25. So if we get 1 plus 9 16ths, that makes 25 16ths. So we get 25x squared over 16, which is 25. If we divide through by 25, we're just going to get that x squared is equal, and multiply by 16, x squared is equal to 16. That becomes x squared minus 16 is equal to 0, and then from the difference of two squares, we can factorize it. X plus 4, x minus 4 is equal to 0. So we get x is minus 4 and x is 4. If we put minus 4 back into here, we're going to get minus 3. And if we put 4 back into here, we're going to get y is 3. So we get the situation where the line cuts in two particular points. So the line is actually called a chord. In this particular case, the chord will be the diameter of the circle, but that's not always true. So the intersection of the 2 points is minus 4, minus 3, and 4, 3. If we looked at the discriminant of this equation, which is b squared minus 4ac, then it would be positive. Okay, so anywhere where we get two solutions, the discriminant of the equation that we're trying to solve will always be positive. That's important to note. So we've got x squared plus y squared is equal to 25 in the second case, and the line 3x minus 4y plus 25 is equal to 0. So if we're rearranging the line, we're going to get 3x plus 25 over 4 is y. So take the 4y over here, divide by 4, and you end up with that. We'll substitute that instead of y. So substitute into the equation of the circle. Instead of y, we're now going to put 3x plus 25 over 4. Don't forget we've got to square that. So we should be put off by this. We've got x squared. This becomes 9x squared plus 150x plus 625 if we square 3x plus 25. Square 4, we get 16. That's still equal to 25. If we multiply by 16, then we get 16x squared plus 9x squared plus 150x plus 625 is equal to 1625 times 25, which is 400. 16x squared plus 9x squared is 25x squared plus 150x plus 225 is equal to 0. We notice that these can all be divided by 25, so we're just going to write it as x squared plus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0. That's really easy to factorize, so we get x plus 3 is equal to 0. It's a repeated factor, so x will be equal to minus 3. If we did the discriminant of this, b squared minus 4ac, then we would actually get equal to 0, which is what we get when we get a repeated root. Substitute back into y, we can get the y coordinate to be 4. So this is a situation where the line just cuts the circle in one place, so therefore the line is called a tangent to the circle. There are two when you consider the line parallel lines. So the tangent. So intersection are at one point only, which is minus 3, 4, and the line is called a tangent. In the final case where we've got x squared plus y squared is equal to 25 and the line 3x minus 4y plus 32 is equal to 0, if we rearrange the line, we're going to get a similar sort of thing. 3x plus 32 over 4 is equal to y. Substitute that instead into y of the circle. We're going to get x squared plus 3x plus 32 over 4 instead of y all squared is equal to 25. So we've got x squared, and expand the top, we've got 9x squared plus 192x plus 1024 over 16 is equal to 25. So that gives 16x squared plus 9x squared plus 192x plus 1024. 16 times 25 is 400. And that comes down to 25x squared plus 192x plus 624 is equal to 0. If at this point we looked at the discriminant of that equation, b squared minus 4ac, so that b will be 192 squared minus 4 times 25, which is a, times c, which is 624, we can see that we're going to get minus a negative number. We don't really need to work it out. We can see we're going to get that. Minus 25,536, which means there will be no solutions to that equation. So geometrically, that means we've got this situation. We've got a line which just does not intersect with the circle. The line and the circle do not intersect. So there's three things that can happen. Intersect in two places where you have a chord, intersect in one place where you have a tangent, and do not intersect. You need to be able to determine what's happening. I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching, and the GeoGebra applet I'll put in the notes of this video.